We want to hear from you and the questions that we know that you have. So anywhere, we are, the video is a picture, whatever,
Right.
just ask a question.
Welcome to episode 3 of the Lifestyle Construction Show. I'd like to start by thanking all of you who've had such positive comments and so many compliments on the first 2 episodes. And remember, please send us your questions so we can answer what's most important to you for you to obtain optimal health, wellness, and fitness. And I'd like to give a special thanks to Dr. Chris Miletus, natural medicine man, who is one of the smartest doctors I know, or smartest people I know, when it comes to health and wellness. He is just unbelievable, and he just put such kind words up, and I wanted to thank him. Deborah Bowers, a pharmacist who has actually gone through the lifestyle construction program, has had phenomenal things to say, and I just want to thank all of you, and I want to point those 2 out. Let's get into the first question now.
Greg asks, is there a way to check your cholesterol without getting blood work done?
Unfortunately, in the United States, there is not a way to test cholesterol without blood. It is available in Canada now, where you can test the blood or skin cholesterol on the palm of the hand. So hopefully soon it will be available in the United States. But for now, it either requires venous blood drawn at a lab, or actually you can do a blood spot kit where it's a prick, a finger prick at your own home. ZRT Labs offers such a kit, and we will put a link up on how to get there, or I can certainly help anyone who's interested in getting those tests. That is a great question. I wish there was a better answer, but unfortunately right now we're going to have to get some blood. Our second question today comes from Wayne.
Wayne asks, if I am eating correctly, why am I gaining weight?
Wayne, I think on the positive side of gaining weight, if you're eating properly, is that if you're working out properly and gaining muscle using weight resistant training, that muscle is more dense than fat and can certainly cause the scale to go up, even though the lean muscle mass to body fat ratio is improving. So that would be an example where gaining weight when eating properly would be very positive and healthy. Then there's always the possibilities that stress, lack of rest, lack of proper sleep can certainly cause havoc in our hormones that can cause us to gain weight, whether we're eating properly or not. So there's lots of factors, and the reason that we have 5 pillars in the lifestyle construction program is that we have to put all these together, not just eating properly. And then I think thirdly, Wayne, what I see in a lot of people when they tell me they eat properly or they say they eat properly, they really believe they are, and they may be following the advice of so-called experts. The problem is that many times they think it's healthy and it's really not. For example, the other day I overheard a lady talking to a gentleman. The gentleman was overweight, and the sister or the companion there was saying that she just didn't understand how he was overweight, that she made him a sandwich every day, and that yesterday he had eaten a sub sandwich of some type and a peanut butter and jelly sandwich of some type. So I hope that this audience understands that that's not healthy choices and that's not healthy eating, but they believed that they couldn't understand why he was gaining weight or was overweight because they felt that that was healthy eating. So there's lots of factors. It's a great question and something that we certainly delve into in detail in the 12-week lifestyle construction program. So thanks, Wayne.
Ashley asks, what is the best combination of strength, cardio, and nutrition programs for strictly reducing body fat? Can you talk about what type of weights I should be using and what type of interval training and nutrition I should have in terms of my fat, carbohydrates, and protein?
Ashley, I think that we have to look at different factors, of course. You talk about the nutrition aspect. So we want to make sure that we're eating high fat, adequate protein, quality carbs. And of course, we're talking about good fat, good protein, and we've already said quality carbs. That's pillar one of the lifestyle construction program. So think of the fact that obviously the wrong carbs can create an insulin response or a sugar response in the body and cause fat to be held on to in the body and created in the body. As well as a common misconception is that too much protein will actually turn into sugar in the body, and that can also play havoc on our hormones and cause an increase in fat. So we don't want to go crazy with protein either. We want to have a balance of the right fat, the right protein, and the right carbohydrates. So that's the nutrition end of it when we're talking specifically about burning fat. Now, for the exercise end of it, the cardio portion I don't really, at this point, it wouldn't be so much cardio, but our running or rowing or elliptical would be interval training. We would want to do short, fast intervals with a recovery period and then repeat that. And that will create more fat burning for a longer period of time than we think of traditional cardio, where we go out and just run a certain distance at an easier pace. And actually, if we go too long on cardio, we can actually dip into burning muscle, which will then create more fat. So we want to do the interval training. And then on the weight side of it, weightlifting side of it, we want to do resistance training with lower weight and higher reps. And that should get you to a better fat burning state to try to burn off those last few inches that are always tough. All right, the tip of the week this week is about sleep. Sleep is super important in order for our hormones to function properly, in order for our cells to rejuvenate. So we want to talk about some practical, easy ways this week that can help you get more sleep. We would love to believe that all of us could get 7 or 8 hours of sleep per night. And we know that in today's busy world that it's tough to do that. Some practical tips that you could start using now. Try to get prepared for bed and in the bed 5 minutes earlier every night. That would get you ready to go to sleep 5 minutes sooner. And then make sure that you don't have a TV on or checking an iPhone or a tablet or a phone of any kind, because the blue light emitted by these devices can disrupt melatonin production. And when we do that, we know that that can lead to more obesity, more cardiovascular disease, just not optimal health, which is what we're looking for. Even take your cell phone, if you're going to have it with you, and put it on airplane mode and just lay down, relax with the intention of going to sleep. So just let your body prepare for that versus the televisions and the TV, the phones and all the things that we're busy doing. So allow your body time to rest. You will make up the extra time you're sleeping in productivity, would be my suspicion. So I would love to hear your comments on how this works and how the first 3 tips have worked for you so far. That does it for episode 3. Please continue to share the videos and like us on Facebook. We really appreciate it. The most important thing is please remember to send your questions in. We want to hear from you. This show is all about helping you. So send us your questions and please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Lifestyle Construction. Thanks, and see you next week for episode 4 from a different location.